וכל השונה הלכות בכל יום מובטח לו שהוא בן העולם הבא שנאמר הליכות עולם לא עתיק הליכות אלא הלכות.
Chazak u'baruch. Welcome to the next minyan. Boker tov. Question is like this, very simple. When can a person light candles for Shabbat? When is the earliest you can light? So says the halakha, the Shulchan Aruch, the earliest a person can light candles for Shabbat is Plaga Mincha, which is about hour and a quarter before sundown, not sundown, but dusk, right? Tzeta Kochavim. So that means it's about an hour before Shkiat HaChama, 1 hour before sundown. This is the earliest that a person can light candles. But if you light that early, the problem is it's a little bit far away from Shabbat. So therefore, they said the Chazal that you have to take on Shabbat at that time. You cannot do any more melacha if you light that early. You got to take on Shabbat. This is the only way to do it. Otherwise, you can't do it that early. You have to do it a little bit later. That's one option you have, right? By the way, when you take on Shabbat, when you light that early, it doesn't mean that the whole family took on Shabbat. Just you, the one who lit, the lady, right, who lit, is the one who took on Shabbat. The rest of the family can still do melacha until sundown. There's no problem with that. They don't get dragged into the Shabbat with their mother or with their wife, whatever it is, right? That's one thing. Okay, so that's the earliest time you can light. What about the more proper time, right, that a person should light? So says the Chafetz Chaim, the proper thing to do is don't go more than a half hour before Shkia, before sunset. A half hour. That's the proper time. But really, the best time, it says in the Kaf HaChaim that the minhag of the Sfaradim, they light 20 minutes before Shkia. 20 minutes before Shkia. Not like 18 minutes like the Ashkenazim they do. The Ashkenazim they do 18. This is the custom of the Ashkenazim. Our custom is not 18 minutes. Our custom is 20. Right? According to Kaf HaChaim, this is the custom. A little bit different. No big deal. Either way. Why is it by? I'm sorry. Yeah.
The person goes by the calendar. It's 4:15 Shabbat.
Right. So 4:15 is not really Shabbat. It's candle lighting. Right. That's what it is. So that means if it says 4:15, do 4:13. Add 2 more minutes. Right. To be a good Sephardi Jew. God bless you. Right. Add 2 more minutes. Okay. So. What's the reason, by the way, we light dafka 20 minutes before, or the Ashkenazim they do 18 minutes before? It's almost the same. What's the reason why we do it this way? Because it says right in Halakha something interesting that there was one big Chacham in the Ashkenazi world. It was one of the Balei Tosfot. His name was Rabbi Eliezer Mimitz. So Rabbi Eliezer Mimitz, he held that Shabbat comes in 15 minutes before Shkia. So in order to be machmir, because we're always trying to be machmir on Shabbat as much as possible, since Shabbat is very, it's very important, it's very weighty. It's skila, chayav skila. A person who breaks Shabbat is liable to death. Liable to karet also, depending on the situation. So therefore, in order to be machmir, we try to do it the earliest possible way that even according to Rabbi Eliezer Mimitz, who's the most machmir, we try to light before his shita, which is 15 minutes. So therefore, we do 20 minutes. And this is the reason why we do. But if a person b'diavad wasn't able to do, he forgot or something, whatever it was, no problem. He can still light even 15 minutes before, 10 minutes before. There are some communities, by the way, that used to light 10 minutes before Shkia. There was a custom like this in Edah Haredit, in Eretz Israel. They had this custom in the old days. Nowadays, it's not like that. But in the old days, they used to do 10 minutes before. So what's the reason why? Because we don't really paskin like Rabbi Eliezer Mimitz, right? The halacha is not like him. The halacha is that until Shkia, you're allowed to do melacha, until sunset, So therefore, the truth is, if a person got a little bit late, as long as it's before Shkiat HaChama, as long as it's before sunset, he's still allowed to light candles with a bracha in the normal way, no problem, right? No issues there. So that would be like even 4:30, would be okay in this Shabbat. You could light 4:30, b'diavad, if you forgot to light at the right time. 4:30 would also be good. So what about right, Shem Yirachem. What about if a person forgot to light even before Shkia, and now it's already 4:40, 4:40, Kvar Shabbat already. It's already Shabbat. It's too late. So what do you do now? Is there a way to remedy the problem? So say the poskim, what you can do is tell a goy to light for you. Bring a goy, your neighbor. Go to your neighbor. Some Puerto Rican guy. Tell him, come, my friend, amigo, come over here for a second. Can you help me? So you come, right? You bring him in. You tell him, listen, light my candles. But you're allowed to do that. Why? Because the truth is, it's not Shabbat yet. We're machmir after Shkia. But the truth is, until Tzedek Kochavim, until the stars come out, it's not Shabbat. So therefore, you can tell a goy to light at that time. This is the rule. Until what time do you have? 13 and a half minutes after Shkia. Right? Once 13 and a half minutes after Shkia has already passed, that's it already. You can't even tell a goy to do anymore. It's already too late. So therefore, what can we do, right? You have to, do tshuva for next week, right? Do the proper thing for next week. So this is the way you do. If you were late, you tell a goy. But the thing is that when you tell a goy to light for you like this, one minus you have, right, already. What's the minus? Right. First of all, you brought a goy into your house, which is not so good. But okay, whatever. We're not talking about that. But the real minus is like this, that you can't make a bracha anymore. That's it. No more blessing. So even though the guy will light for you, but you can't say, right, Le'adik ner shel Shabbat, Baruch Atah Hashem. You cannot say, why? Because you're not lighting, he's lighting for you, So, a goy cannot be your shliach, It says in halakha that goy cannot be the shliach of a Jew. They don't have a law of shlichut. So therefore, when you light with a goy, you're not allowed to make a bracha. So you light without a bracha. Baruch Adonai le'olam, amen, amen.